What is up, car addicts? Welcome back to the series where I recustomize and review past TLC vehicles that have good microphone quality before early 2019. So as always, guys, feel free to let me know down below in the comments what car you want to see me recustomize next. I'll display the most liked vehicle suggestion comment in the next customization video. So in today's video, we're going to be customizing the Pegassi Toros, which I customized / reviewed back in 2018 when it released. So the Toros, released with the Arena War update drip feed in December of 2018, is available from the legendary Motorsport website for just under $500,000. In regards to performance, in the SUVs class, it is a top 3 performing vehicle, not including HSW. Now, before the Canis Castigator released, the Toros was very dominant at the top of the class with HSW off. However, the Castigator is significantly faster in every way. But if you're looking for a budget SUV with great customization, this thing is an incredible value. Now, in terms of what the Toros is based on, it's primarily based on the Lamborghini Urus. And again, I still can't believe how cheap a Lambo-based SUV is compared to everything in GTA Land these days. That's like well over $1 million no matter what it is. So yeah, anyways, let's go ahead and check out the customization of the Toros. Alright, Toros, let's do it. Okay, we got armor, brakes, all the usual stuff, engine, exhaust. So you got the quad exhaust, like square tips, titanium, aluminum, and you got the twin bore, so a circular quad setup. Okay, and you got the tri-vector, which I'm not a fan of the way that comes out of there. And you got the big bore, stick to 2 singles, and the stock. Okay, so the stock one kind of fills in the area. It's not bad. I do like the square ones a lot. Also the round ones. I feel like the round titanium, I'm kind of feeling those. Yeah, let's go with that. Front bumpers. So you got the custom diffuser. It changes it a little bit there. Interesting. Okay. Then you got the carbon version of that. You got the shark diffuser, which I'm not a fan of. The Pegassi diffuser. Pegassi Street, like an extra splitter. That's all the options there. Okay. I'm feeling the carbon custom. Let's go with that. Grill, you got the chrome trim. So the chrome on the upper grill, you can see the trim there. You can do carbon. Then you got all the different grill inserts here. I'm not a fan of these grill inserts personally. Just I feel like the stock mesh is plenty. I think that's fine. I don't think it needs anything like that. The stock is just the primary color, and this gives you, yeah, the carbon trim is nice. We'll do that on the edges. Hoods. The stock hood is really nice, but you can strip it if you want, so it doesn't have those like vents. It just has it smooth. Then you got carbon. Then you got the bevel hood, which is pretty nice. Then you got the performance hood, like the transparent sort of like panel, I guess like a glass, so you can see the engine bay a little bit. I like the design, but that panel thing is a little weird. Then you got the dispersion hood, like a raised section. You got this one with even more crazy vents going on. And you got the vanity hood, which shows off the engine model there. Very nice engine model, actually. I believe it's the same one from the Infernus Classic, I think. Okay. Honestly, I'm kind of feeling the stock hood. Like, it's really unique, the way, like, the shape of it and stuff. I kind of want to keep that one. Normally, I'm not one to keep stock parts for, like, hoods in particular, but, I think I'm going to keep the stock one. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments, but I feel like it's the most unique looking. Like, what other car in the game has a hood like this? Like, it's just like a really weird design, but it works so well with it, so I'm going to keep that, actually. Lights, let's do the xenons. Lights on this car are so nice too. A light model, just they did a really good job on it. Liveries, so you got the classic black stripes, then you got the orange Toros livery there. That font, I don't like that font they use for the Toros. Then you got the like a purple racing livery, blue. Then you got the offset globe oil, the Fukuru Winter, Ranger, Strongel Stripes, Debonair, and the Sport Toros. Okay, it's like racing liveries and stuff. I don't really like any of these liveries, to be honest. I'm gonna skip it for now. Mud guards, if you want to do that. I guess if you're doing like an off-road build, you can utilize that. Plates, throw my black plate on here, and I'm gonna throw my, as a matter of fact, you know, I'm gonna do the cola plate because of the theme I'm going with for my build. I'll add some more red in there, and I have my Lambo plate there. Perfect. Respray. So for this, I'm thinking of going with that like Nardo gray style color. I believe it's called Grigio Tetris or something. The real color on the optional on the Urus. It's like that sort of like Nardo gray color. So within the classic grays and silvers, it does force pearls on most of them. I don't want a pearl, so we're gonna go to metallic, and I'm gonna put on here a rolled steel, and then I'm gonna put a black pearlescent to get rid of it completely, and then we get that Nardo gray looking color, which I think looks fantastic. Secondary color is gonna be a little stripe there, right on the door. It's kind of interesting, and then the mirror caps. And that's it. It doesn't change anything in the interior. So that's that there. I kind of want our mirrors in black. So we're just gonna do. Let's just do a crew black there. Actually, you know what? We can do a carbon black or a graphite to kind of give us a carbon look from far away. Let's go with the anthracite black. Kind of looks like carbon from far away. Yeah, we'll do. I'll just do the graphite. Trim color is gonna be the interior stitching, so it's not like all the seats and stuff. It's just the like the whole interior color. It's just the stitching, sadly. But at least that's an option here. I wish they would do that for more cars instead of like force linking it to secondary or whatever. I like the fact that they separated it here, so that's nice. Like I was talking about earlier, you know, we have red calipers forced on this thing. I did the red plate, so I think we can just do like red stitching to match. I think that looks really good. And emblem for this car goes on the doors. Roof. So you got the carbon detail. So this is kind of why I wanted to skip the livery. I feel like the carbon roof gives us enough contrast. Then you got the ridge, then you got the carbon ridge, which is nice. You got the sports roof with like vents and stuff, craziness going on there. Got a roof rack, vortex generators, and the other vortex generators. And these last three add an antenna for some reason there. Okay, I'm gonna go with the carbon ridged. I like that. Skirts, so it adds like a little like skirt extension there. You got primary, secondary, and then carbon. I think we'll definitely do the carbon. And you got the race skirts, which adds the fin. Makes it a little bit larger too. So you have primary, secondary, and carbon. Also adds a Pegassi logo. I'm gonna go with the carbon extended. Spoiler upgrade. So you have upper spoilers and lower spoilers. This is really cool. So you got the carbon detail, which is gonna like finish off that carbon roof. Very, very nice. I love that. Then you got the different. You got like an aero spoiler here. Split aero spoiler. The low level, which I don't like. I don't like that. It's just kind of weird to me. Then you got the inset ducktail and the carbon inset ducktail, which that one I do kind of like. Kind of puts a spoiler on the edge of the roof, even though it is kind of angled way too aggressively for my taste. I think it's a little much. Then you got the dual wing. Oh boy, even crazier. And the carbon dual wing. Okay. I'm thinking of doing the carbon detail just so we can finish this off smoothly, and then doing a more custom ducktail out back for the lower spoilers. I think that will be better instead of having like a double. I think that's just too much. So we'll do the carbon detail, and then lower spoilers you have different ducktails. You got a bolted ducktail, and then carbon, and then you got the bolted inset, and then you have the carbon bolted inset. So I mean, I think this one I want it to be primary, and the roof one is carbon because that's just kind of part of the roof. It's not an actual like spoiler per se. So I think the bolted inset in the primary color kind of goes with the trunk and everything. I think in carbon, I think it just separates it too much for me. Like it just doesn't flow right. So there's a bolted inset there with the primary color. Suspension, should I lower it? Wow, that goes really low. Look at that. That's a huge difference. Okay, let's change our wheels first. Let me do that first. So transmission, turbo, wheels. So for this, I want to go to track, and I'm going to install the Forge Stars. I love these, the way they look on here. They look incredible. And I'm going to go with the black, and it just looks, I mean, it's so aggressive. This gray with the black wheels and the carbon roof, just, it's a really, really good color combination. It's just a very aggressive build in general, which is what I was going for. Alright, let's go back to the suspension here. Let's see. I feel like Slammed was looking more like a, I don't know, like a wagon or something. It looks more like a car. It should still look like an SUV. I think we shouldn't go that low. It's definitely too high here, I think. I think street is where I want to be at with it. It's just weird to me. I don't know. Yeah, street. Let's go street. We did wheels, windows. Should we black them out? Maybe just some light smoke. Yeah, some light smoke. And that's all the options there. Alright, let's go ahead, exit to ground, take it for a drove. It's just... I know it's not a crazy build in bright lime green or orange or red or bright blue, but it's a clean looking, like, aggressive build, and that's what I wanted to go for this. I love this. Kind of like a daily driver sort of spec. Something that's not too like in your face. I like the way this turned out. First person with the red stitching, man, that was a nice touch. That looks really good, matching our red calipers, red plates. All right, floor it. This thing is all-wheel drive, and it is an absolute monster, the amount of power this thing has. And when I first reviewed it in 2018, like pretty much most of the arena work cars added that update, they did have the annoying bouncy handling flags like the Itali GTO. This one was very similar to that, where you'd go, oh my goodness, this thing is so fast. You'd go over bumps and stuff, and the thing would be bouncing all over the place. If you go back to my original customization video on this Toros, you'll see what I'm talking about. It's just terrible. They did adjust that, I believe, like 2 years later or a year later. They made it towards basically non-existent now on the GTO and the Toros in particular, which were the most like notable for that issue. So they still had the flags there, but for some reason Rockstar made it like a fraction of a value. It's really stupid. Like, it's there, but it's not. It's not even noticeable at all. Man, this thing is so crazy. This thing is such a riot to drive, the Toros. It's got so much power. It has like all the power. What was that guy doing? Going over 2 lanes? I don't understand. This thing, let me go first person here. The first person view is kind of weird on this one. But this thing, the power it has is just ridiculous for a 4-door vehicle. Its top speed reference for this is it's over 128 mph top speed. For reference, that's faster than an Adder. That's faster than every Bugatti-based vehicle in the game. Think about that. It's faster than a Nero, faster than Thrax, faster than a Nero Custom for top speed. I mean, that's just ridiculous. It's just amazing how fast this thing is. A nice 4-door car for you and your friends. And for under 500,000, what? You know, and then fully maxed out, you're still well under $1 million. It's just a bargain. It's just such a good bargain. Now the handling and stuff, it's not the greatest. It's obviously not like the Castigator or the Issy Rally, which are like the top vehicles in the class. You know, look at that. Yeah, and the bumps and stuff, it's a little sketchy, but it's not the best handling. If you take it slow over certain bumps and stuff, I mean, it's not that bad, but you definitely can't whip it around the corners like you can the Castigator or the HSW Issy Rally, for example. The Castigator is just a monster. The thing basically handles like almost like a sedan, sort of like a sports car almost. It's a beast. This thing handles more like a traditional SUV. It's just really fast. It's just a monster. We do a launch here, and I personally love the way it drives. You know, it's that traditional SUV. Jeez, this thing. Wow, okay, let me do this properly here. Here we go. Just so much power. Good launch too. I love it. And the headlights too are just so perfect. This thing, I mean, imagine how much this would cost if Rockstar were to add it now in GTA Online. Guarantee you, like probably like 1.8 million, something crazy like that. And honestly, even then, if deliveries and stuff were a bit better, I think it's still worth it at that price. So yeah, maybe with HSW a little bit better handling, but I mean at this price, just an absolute steal. So the engine model, like we saw earlier in the custom shop, I believe this is reused from the Furnace Classic, I think, or the Torero. I think the Furnace Classic. It is a V12 engine model, which is weird because the real Urus is a twin turbo V8, and then the Urus concept was a V10. So none of the Lambo SC, well, none of the Urus you know, the concept or the production model ever had a V12 in it. So that's interesting there, but it still looks cool. I like that. And then we got the interior and everything, red stitching. Oh, the trunk doesn't open on this one. Okay, I didn't know that. I did not know that. Maybe the spoiler doesn't let you. Let me check my notes here. Oh yeah, no, it doesn't. The back just doesn't open for some reason. I did not know that. Okay, interesting. I guess I think Rockstar forgot to program there. But regardless, well worth it. One of the best values in the game. Like in general, the cars that come to mind right away: Shafter V12, amazing value, like 116,000, I think. Absolute monster 4-door, crazy speed sedan. Then you have the Urus, you know, the Toros, just crazy monster 4-door, crazy speed as well, but an SUV. Like the two best vehicles in the game, like value-wise, for sure. Just incredible bargains. Definitely recommend if you don't already own one, and if maybe you want to own a second one. I don't know. I think it's just so worth it, even if you want to have two of them, just for different builds. It's just a really good value, and I love it. So anyways, again, guys, thanks for watching, and as always, let me know down below in the comments what vehicle you want to see me recustomize next from early 2019 and older, and I'll see you in the next one.